Today's topic, we are talking about contrast shirt fabrics. Now in the realm of custom shirting and a lot of made-to-measure, you have the option of finding a contrast fabric that you can then have included on your shirt, which is usually on the shirt sleeve, or it's going to be on the inside of the collar, and sometimes it can be the entire collar. So this shirt, for instance, is a printed fabric, and so you can see there's actually nothing on the back side. A lot of shirts it's the same fabric, and so when you pull it back you don't really see anything. But this one, it's kind of there's nothing there, and you're kind of seeing the back side of it, so it's kind of dull looking. In hindsight, this shirt would have been great if I had some kind of contrast fabric that was maybe like a real dark purple or black. Would be a great option too. But when you talk about doing contrast fabrics, you can a lot of times kind of use it to complement the rest of the shirt. And in addition, you're making it very unique, the overall shirt that is. You know, it's standing out, and it's something that is obviously not just a standard dress shirt, right? So one more way that you can kind of have some control and some level of customization over the dress shirt that you're wearing. I got two examples I want to show you. One's kind of bold and out there, and the other one's a little more conservative, a little more straightforward. And I want to see what you guys think. Okay, so here are two examples of a contrast fabric on a dress shirt. So they're both similar shirt fabrics actually, right? They're not too dissimilar. This one on the left here is really bold, as you can see. I have this really strong red geometric, or not geometric, excuse me, kind of paisley organic looking pattern. And again, a mitered cuff, if you recall from an earlier Daily BE episode. But if you look closer, we even have this contrast fabric here on the shirt placket on the cuff. And this is more bold than you think when you're wearing it. But we're not done yet, because on this shirt, again, as an example of how I kind of went way out there, I have a bright red buttonhole stitching, which is the same thing. If I go a little closer, you can see this red stitching. This is used all throughout the dress shirt. Here it is on the seam going up. And you know, red is a real powerful color that stands out and people notice it. And I did that to kind of complement the contrast choice here. But also this is a shirt that I wasn't really going to wear with a tie. It was predominantly going to be something worn open collar and kind of for going out and having fun. So there's an example when you can really take the contrast in a very bold direction. On the other hand, this is much more subdued, and this is again a similar shirt fabric, but instead of picking something red, I said, well, let's kind of bring out the white pattern here in this fabric and just use kind of a very standard white contrast here. However, even though it's a white fabric, you can see how it's got a little bit of a texture to it. So it's got a little bit more, a little more interesting than just a basic bland white. Again, mitered cuff. Most of my shirts are that way. But unlike the one over here, there is nothing here on the no contrast that is on the sleeve placket here. And so, despite having a white buttonhole stitching, it's really not that eye-popping as this guy, for instance. So when you're looking at doing a contrast on a shirt fabric, and whether you do it on the cuff or up on the collar or a combination of both, the choices you make on how much of a contrast it is, whether it's very kind of subtle and just complements on a very subtle level like this white one, for instance, or whether you go pretty bold and you get something, this red is nowhere in the rest of the shirt, and so it really pops. That's kind of the choice you have to make. And again, my personal preference is kind of, am I going to wear this shirt open collar? Are people going to see it? And how much of a style statement do I want to make? So, food for thought. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe. We do new videos all the time, and we love new ideas. So if you have something you want to see, be sure to let us know. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.